2, 1.
I have a couple, but I know that one of the first things is sitting on the wall in Oakland, talking to Q and Eric about this space, which I had never even seen yet. And somehow, I think I was member number 6. They actually had the membership cards at that time. Sorry, I'm looking at the end. So I know I'm member number 6. I know that. And I joined before I'd even seen the space because I just liked the idea of it. And I had gone to some shows across the street at this place called the Move Studio that existed right down the street a little bit. And just the first few shows really feeling like, oh, this is really cool. But I knew in the back of my head I was thinking almost like one of those things where you start a band and you have all the song titles before you even have the songs and the album and what the tour is going to be and all that stuff, but that never really gets to that point. That's kind of how I was like Roboto. It's like this, I don't know, it was great, but it's crazy to be 10 years later and seeing how it just took care of itself and everyone put their time in. It wasn't just a fly-by-night idea, and that no professional person ever came in and said, this is how you do this, or here's how you do this. It was always just people pulling on each other's resources for things.
I'm gonna dig him for crumbs. Tell a story.
I'll get you tonight.
Tell a story about how good the cake was.
The cake was pretty good. You know, there was some cinnamon sprinkles on it. I liked it. One of the first times I came to Roboto, I was in the parking lot. My friends came down from Ohio when we were in high school. And Ed was in the parking lot, and he was handing out flyers. And he asked me if I'd come see his band Brain Handle that was playing. And then for some reason he spit on my leg. He tried to spit on his shirt, and it went through a hole in his shirt and got on my leg. And then he grabbed my leg and wiped the loogie off with his head. That was the first time I met Ed.
The show I ever went to, Roboto, was in 2001. It was The Locust, Choke City, and The Network. And I was terrified because people were circle pitting off the walls, and I had never seen anything like that before in my life. And I was addicted, and I think I was at a show every week after that.
I booked Force Fed and 3 people showed up. Reign Supreme and Still Nation turned me into a worm for about a month.
So page 99, the one singer jumps up and grabs onto one of these things, and he climbs up and hangs from his knees, and then just lets go and hits head and neck first and just laid there. I thought he was dead. He was there for a whole song and he got up and kind of I don't know, screamo bands.
I was hanging on that white pole over there during the Rambo Asshole Parade, Costa Christ Municipal Waste Show. Warzone Women played as well. There were too many fucking people in here, and yeah, there was nowhere to stand, so I was hanging on that pole.
Favorite Roboto memory?
Jake kicked me in the chin right here. My head hit the wall and I got knocked out. And then everyone lifted me up and I was like, I don't remember. I'm okay. The secret terror show.
Hey, that's what I said.
And fat old Scott Vogel saying, "Oh, I was scared, man."
Best memory ever was whenever the lady came from upstairs and asked us if we could turn the mosh down a little bit.
Did she say the mosh, or did she say the?
She said it's a little loud, and someone came out and said, "I'm going to go ask him to turn the mosh down." And she said, "Please ask him. Just tell him to turn the mosh down."
Did it get taken care of?
It got taken care of. That's what we do.
When I was a board member at Roboto, I once had to watch a show where it was basically some guy's practice for his band, which was pretty awesome, and he was trying to impress me with a CD that had real punk music on it.
I was talking to Q and I figured out that I've been in 8 different bands that have played here over the years. So,
you can guess how many shows you've attended.
It's got to be 200. I don't know, I'm going to have to say somewhere in that neighborhood.
These 2 fine ladies don't want to tell a story about themselves. I'm going to tell a story for them. Where the first time I came to Roboto was the Easter show with Rambo, Crucial Unit, and Crooked Grind, and Costa Christ, and Jesus versus the Easter Bunny.
Right.
And I was blown away because there was this army of women moshing and going crazy and circle pitting the whole show. And I went back to Allentown, where I was living at the time, and I was like, oh my god, it was crazy. Pittsburgh's so awesome. There's like this circle pit army of girls who were going crazy the whole show. And it was awesome.
I still remember the first time I came in here and there was a pouch of poo.
Oh no.
Laying on the floor.
Human poo?
Yes, human poo. And I think there was a bloody tampon down there too.
Well, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
But it's why we love it.
Other than that, I just love it because it's just the best venue ever, probably.
I don't know. Any favorite shows you saw here?
No, not really.
Okay, so I can say without hyperbole that many of the best moments of my life were in this room. So we're gonna play some songs.
Crowd to turn show, where the dude's leg turned backwards, and he was screaming on the table right there. And I was doing sound right there and getting moshed because the show was so insane. There was like 200 people here. Everyone was moshing. I was getting crushed back there. And then the ambulance came.
My first show when I moved here was here for 25 to Life and Build Upon.
Yeah.
That was
any memorable
Rambo. 2002, that motherfucker played drums for him when they played. When Rambo played here with, I think it was Crucial Unit. Yeah, that's a 5. And it was like, they had like a theme for like every show, you know, it was like zombies versus dead cops. That was fun.
Sweet.
Then I got to be a jock and a thug, and now I'm into this shit. I don't like that crust shit anymore.
Crucial Unit! Roboto bands, the bag of trash.
Roboto moment, throwing a hammer at AJ when he's filming me. It's good.
Quick, favorite Roboto moment was the show that Hell Nation, Brody's Militia, and Vosek played with Crucial Unit. And it was in the middle of the summer, and there was an iced tea drinking contest organized, and Ian, standing right there, showed up. He showed up meaning business. He brought 2 full gallons of tea, and he proceeded to chug almost an entire gallon in 20 minutes, and then gave up. But he won because he only one that didn't vomit. So there's a bunch of straight edge kids vomiting in garbage cans, and the guys from Brody's Militia were real nervous, and Hell Nation, because they were like, oh, it's like an early show, and you can't drink at the place. And they got here, and everybody's puking and going nuts, and it was one of their favorite shows ever, too.
Confirm, deny. Confirm, deny.
Think about Roboto, and the things that come to mind are always negative things. Like when the ceiling flooded and water poured down and almost destroyed the soundboard, and the time the basement flooded. It seems like there's a lot of water.
You were on the board for too long, weren't you?
Yeah, I was on the board for like 6 years.
From us?
Yeah, the PA got stolen, and
Once again, this is an amazing turnout. I really appreciate everyone supporting the space. I ask you one thing, if you see some garbage, I know it's cool, but pick it up and throw it away.
Yeah, the garbage cans are in the corner! Rip tape!
I'm not your man.
No. Get up! No! Paparazzi, no!
Warzone women! Slices! No!
Corpse grenade. Corpse grenade.
My car, like, is still plugging out.
We're doing Nation of Saints.
That's what we figured we were going to get.
Max, what's been different for that?
This is Jeff's favorite Roboto
entrepreneur. That's a French word. It sounds like, oh yeah.
We get like 6
Tonight.
Favorite Roboto memory? This is serious.
I don't remember. My name is Cornell Smith. You call me Corny, Cornelia, Cordell, Stupid Head, whatever. You call me nasty fucker, but I'm not nasty. I don't. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but anyway, come by to Roboto and
Easter 2003, or maybe the day before Easter 2003, Rambo and Caustic Christ and Crucial Unit and Crooked Grind, Easter Bunnies versus Jesus show. Easter grass everywhere, cardboard wall of death. I don't know. That was my favorite Roboto show. All right, favorite Roboto.
Am I on? The first Roboto show that I went to was the Anti-Flag live recording.
Are you sure?
Yeah. My dad dropped me off and took my brother to Starbucks to do homework. And 10 years later, I looked at that sign long enough to have my own band, and now I do, and everything's great.
I was thinking about shows that I necessarily wasn't into, but with like a bunch of like 14 to 17-year-olds who are just super stoked on like street punk. I'm like, man, these kids are gonna grow up and like fuck shit up.
Favorite memory of Roboto was the very first show that I came here. It was the first show that I played with a band ever, and it was with Behind Enemy Lines, and it was just so awesome coming from the suburbs and finding a place like this where there are more people who are like you and they're also supportive and welcoming. And it was just beautiful, and every time from then on was just as great. I'm gonna miss Roboto. I love it.
My favorite memory of Roboto would have to be Rick to Life, hanging
on a horse,
in the basement, on a horse. My favorite
Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash. What do you want to talk about? Interview me about wrestling.
Let's talk about wrestling. I went.
Ask me something.
How good was it when
Wait. I heard that you make your own tables for your wrestling figures.
For my figures.
And I respect that a lot.
My collection, I just dug everything out again. I'm gonna like get like a little arena set up.
I can help you out, man. WrestlingFigs.com message board.
Yeah, the customs.
I'm like a god there, man.
WrestlingFigs.com. I've been going there for years.
I'm a god on that message board.
I need to get back. I had like everything.